Hello. Yeah, so today I'm gonna be making some models. Gonna be making some models for like a bunch of uni projects and some other stuff. But main focus I think will be this VR experience where it's like you kind of sit in a in like this sort of uh, old science museum, and there will be a bunch of like props you can look at and interact with. If you any of you guys have some cool ideas for like how the interactions or how the what kind of objects could be in the room, let me know. That'd be sweet as. I've got some that I've got down here already. Um, like got a telescope, hammer, axe, microscope. So I'll get started on that. Yeah. So the first thing I'm going to work on, and you see up there, is orrery. It's one of these thingies. Um, and yeah, probably Maya or Substance Painter. That's the question of the day. Um, sorry, Maya or Blender for this one. No, I haven't done Blender in a little bit. Maybe we'll go with Blender. That could be fun. Uh, go back to that up. Okay. Um, yeah, let's get cracking. Okay. Player 4.5 lit LDS. Ooh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Let's get to it. Some of my other models I kind of like being a bit more precise about it, but I think I might just like vibe model a little bit for this one. Let's see. Maybe we'll go maybe we'll go something a bit more like this. I think this might be a little bit easier to achieve, and I think this might be a little bit overkill. Um, yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's actually we just take the border off there, and then I export that as a PNG and stick it on thing. Wait, here. fiddly file management. Okay. RRE. Ooh, actually, I got the pivots and stuff. Yeah, whatever. Just keep RE ref. Yeah, cool. We'll just copy that path and go save. Save this. Go to the same place. And we'll go. Tabletop RE.blend. Okay, cool. And now go to my front view. I'm gonna put in a little image reference. What is my screen is strobing out? That's weird. Yeah, my screen looks like it's going at like 20 FPS or something. Got like a fancy new screen. It's not quite sure what that's about. Maybe my computer's lagging? I don't know. Maybe I should take it down to 60. Does that make it happy? We'll see. Okay, well, anyway, so we got, what the heck? No. I wanted just the image, not the everything else about it. Maybe I can do that. Will it let me do that? No. Didn't think so. I just want to like, don't need to put like a huge ass border around it. Save, export as PNG. Selection only. So I guess transparent will do it. It's not really that nice, but sure. Sure, why not? Then we put that in. Reference. No, it's still the same. Well, okay. It's not like we're really going off it that hard anyway. Just gonna try and make sure like it's sort of to scale. Move this up onto the plane. We'll make this like kind of transparency. Here we go. Let's make it a bit kind of like sure. Yep, what is okay. So I'll just move this up. So you know here in Blender, that's like 1 meter by this cube. I think is no, sorry, 2 meter by 2 meter. So I want to scale that down heaps. Actually, let's just get rid of that. Delete the default cube. Going to add a cylinder to go up the middle of the thing. So cylinder. See, make it nice and small. So that's 20. Well, actually, nothing in Blender. We can just go. I want to make it. I can get my ruler here and just look at this image and kind of like, you know, imagine how thick that might be and be like, okay, I want to make it like, let's say 5 centimeter diameter, and I can just type in 5 centimeters, and then it converts that to the meters unit that Blender is working in. Then I'll just make it less tall, because it's 2 meters right now, so let's say that's about, oh, I could just move this here. Let's scale this down till the size matches between these two. No. No. I'll just move it back down so it's kind of sitting on the thing. Cool, and then we'll go and I'll just take this and then I'll just scale it down a bunch till it kind of matches the interior there. I'm going to move this a bit closer now. Cool, and then just like vibe modeling, we'll just go, I realized we got way too many polys on this. It's going in a game. Well, better notice now than later. Yup. Yeah. That's one thing that's kind of nice here, and it's quite nice in Maya. Forgot about you can change those things a little bit later. Like here in Blender, you have to do it like straight away. You have to make sure your settings are correct, because as soon as you click away from it, it's gone forever. Gone. Let's make it 12 maybe. Is that enough? I want it to look nice, Let's go 12. That should be fine. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. Radius. That divided by 2. Oh no, wait, sorry, times 2. Oh wait, no, yeah, that was correct. So this will be, yeah, there you go. And depth, we've got, no, not that one. The height that we recorded, there you go, and then we can copy a location, and then we just delete our old one. Boom, now we've got a lower poly cylinder. Beauty. Sick. So now I'm gonna go into thingy, probably face select mode, select this bottom one, and then I'm gonna, what do we want, no, not scale, E, and then scale. Oh, that's gonna bust the topology. How do we do this properly? Extrude manifold, maybe? Nope. Oh wait, how do we do that? Alt E. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, now just delete only faces, and then go grab this edge, go to the front, scale, kind of match that. Z, go down to like kind of there. Something. So if I'm matching it to there, I'm gonna match it to about there as well, right? Yeah, cool. So we should add that. Yeah, neat. Okie dokie. And then let's do a thing. Let's make these plates then. So let's select that, put the cursor to here, so that when I add another object in, it's gonna go to that spot, so I don't have to futz around with moving it all around in space to kind of get it to line up where I want. I'm back in thingy mode, object mode, and again we're just gonna get these to the right shape and probably reduce the topology on it. I'm gonna go for probably 16 divisions on here. Maybe, is that enough? I do want it to look round, like I don't want it to look garbage, you know. Now let's get our statistics up. We have 37 faces so far. But we're going to be something more like that. Oosh, 116. And we haven't got any of these done, so we do probably want a little bit eco round on it, but also like, I mean, modern engine. But we're only going to have one. This is like a hero asset, so I reckon we go for a bit. Yeah, we go for like the higher quality. Like, does that look ass? It does kind of. Like, it looks a lot nicer. It do. 30. Is it like 24? Oh, not 247. I don't want it to look jaggedy, you know. Let's actually just do a cylinder and make it radius like 0.5 and thickness like 1 centimeter. I mean that's heaps, but yeah, that's really thick actually. Or yeah, probably maybe like half a centimeter. Like 5 mil. And then radius. Well, we're just gonna match it up from the front view here. So we're just gonna look at the center of it and look at the edges there, and get that roughly in line. There you go. Beauty. And then we're just gonna adjust our number of faces. So it looks. Oh shit. Oh. Luckily it should. Fingers crossed, should save our thing. Yay. Cool, so I'm gonna go. I don't wanna look like a hexagonal or whatever the 12-sided version that is. 32. Yeah, look, that looks nice. Can we get away with less? I say we go for more. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, cool. Alrighty. Then we'll probably go. Maybe if I grab a. I can make a. Get the camera. Get the camera. And make the camera. Make it orthographic. Zoom it in a bit. Stick a background image on. Image. Re-ref. just hide this one. Oh, it's all squished. That's not good. Fit, crop. There we go. That's what we want. And then we'll just adjust the orthographic scale. So it looks about right. All the sizing matches up with our other view. And then what I'm going to do is just set the pivot point to the 3D cursor, and then if I go R and X, boom, now we can kind of line up the view with our image. It's not like perfectly match the lens, but it's close enough that we can kind of guesstimate the rest of the details, you know. Doesn't have to be spot on. That just means we can get things kind of more accurate. Maybe I'll take these and just move that down a bit. Cool. So I'm gonna go add another cylinder. So it's like the same thing, but I'm just gonna move it down on the Z and reduce its radius. So it's matches there. Cool, and then I'll probably reduce the number of faces to like, is 12 enough? No, 12 still looks kind of jackety. Let's go like 20. Yeah, there we go. That's good. I think. Go solid. How does that look? Yeah, it's pretty alright. Yep. Cool. And then I'll make, so basically now I'll model, I'll probably go off this one because it's like kind of parallel to the camera, but I'll basically just make one of these, and then I'll just copy it a bunch of times and just scale it down as it goes up, and stick some different planets on it. You know, yeah, if it ends up being scientifically accurate, that'd be pretty cool, but you know, we're alright, not too bothered about that particularly, and then I'll make sure to try and like copy the UVs between them, because our UVs, yeah, not the most fun thing ever, and if you can just like copy paste your work between them, that's progress. Actually, maybe I'll do the bottom. I'll do these bottom bits first. Yeah. Okay. So let's put our background back on, just so I can just get the vibe of them. And let's see. I'll go. So there'll be. Wow, we're gonna have to follow the positioning of this exactly, but we'll just go like this. Oh yeah, what I'll do. Put the cursor there, and then I'm gonna add back there. Gonna add in a, what do I want? Like a cube or something maybe? Like a cube, and then I'll break it up. Yeah, okay. We'll add a cube. Oh wow, it's a chunky cube. So a little bit annoying with this one. It's actually kind of half pointing forwards. So I'm not entirely sure what we'll do with that. Maybe, it does make it a little bit annoying. let's see. It doesn't have to be like perfectly accurate, but like I do want to try and, you know, keep it kind of accurate from the start, and then kind of get worse towards the end. You know, if we start out with the rubbish accuracy, then it's gonna be bad the whole way down order. So anyway, what angle is this at? Can I get the angle of this face or something? Oh, let's try doing the face line rotation. That's busted. Do that. Oh wait, is it? Can I snap to something? No, that's not how it works apparently. Oh, weird. Wonder what you'd use that for. Okay. Oh, nope. Just fiddling with the settings. Not really sure exactly. I mean, these angles are so different that it's like, okay, what does that actually mean? Probably a good time to go and apply our transformations. Or yeah, like apply it so it's, oh no, it is scaled properly. Okay, no. I'll probably take these and parent them, and I'll probably take this and go at least like just make and then just take this and this and just everything. Don't need the light. Just take everything and GX minus and then the number that I just copied there, and that should, in theory, should now be at like over the origin now. So at least it's not it's a bit tidier, you know. It's not floating in some random spot. It's not like, well, I do have to do it at some point. Otherwise, when I drag the model into Unity or whatever, like the model will be just slightly off. It's like origin, I think. Yeah, I think it does do that. And even if it doesn't, like, it's just neat and like good practice. Like it's like nasty if you just like drag an asset in, and it's just like, you know, a few centimeters off the proper center. Just not nice. You'd never download a model like that. Okay. Go 7, go to top view, and or just enough, whatever. Oh, actually, that's, oh shit, no. I mean, oh no. Let's do 0. It really doesn't look like it matches up, does it? Oh, it's like kind of on the bottom, okay. Okay, I'll take that and just kind of follow this curve, or like, we'll just take, where's our, let's go front view. Take this, scale that to kind of, you know, vibe match it. Oh wait, that probably. Oh, we'll just do it. Yeah, don't worry. Scale that up. Move that up. We're just kind of vibes doing it. There's no, well, there's like technique here, but it's also just like having kind of tried it, modeling stuffs a few times and being like, ah, you put things like there. Go move that. Take that. Scale that up. Is it supposed to be? Oh no, so we want, it's all smoothed out so it's hard to see, but I think we want, you know, let's actually get rid of this. You know, faces, no, vertices, there we go. And I'll take all of this, and we'll go pivot point thingy, and we'll go that, and just 0, so it's flat now. And we're just gonna do it like 2D drawer. Oh no, gonna kind of do a 2D thingymabob. I'm just gonna make it look right in 2 dimensions, and then sort of extrude it outwards with like a modifier with a, what was it, solidify modifier. Okay. Yeah, now we're on a roll. That looks good. Oh, you see it gets pretty thin down here, but that's all good. You just follow what it wants. Yeah. I've actually done, in case you're wondering, I've actually done like a bunch of Maya before. That's what, like, I'll probably go back to it as well today, but I've been working on a cassette player model for quite a while, and it's coming, it looks really good. Like the modeling stage is basically done, so it's just some texturing to be done, but like I wanted to get some other models done just because like lacking a bit on the quantity right now, so yeah. But let's see, so how many polys is that? We got 6 faces. Oh, absolutely balling it. Keep in mind, obviously this will be like the 2 or 3 times this once we extrude it out, so it is important to keep the number down. Yeah, is it worth chucking in one there? Can we? Oh no, I don't want to extrude. We mix. It's like good old mixing up shortcuts. We get used to like Maya or whatever, and then you're like, oh wait, there's a different button over here. Yeah, we might put in another loop cut just there. Move that down. And how's that looking in real terms? That looks, yeah, it looks a bit busted. I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't, like, you look at the picture and you look at what I've got, and it's like that's not the same. It's so much like steeper. Yeah, that's not good. That's nasty. Alrighty. What do we? And why is it? What? How did? How? Yeah. Let's. God, that's so busted. Was that in this view or this view? Oh, I'm not sure it would have been better though. It still looks kind of the same. It was in this view, I think, but they kind of seems like I. Oh, let's see what it looks like when I extrude it out. Oh, that's not how you do it. But I think it's some plugin I've got. Where is me? I like the search, honestly. I don't. I know what it's called, what I'm looking for. So just looking through these menus, it's like kind of a pain. Okay. Thickness. Ooh, high quality. Anyway, how's that look in terms of the... Oh! That's not too outrageous. I think it would be nice if it was a bit, like, I think I might need to make it a little bit thicker, because also once I chuck on a, like, subdivision... Oh, there we go. To round it out, I mean, we're not going to have that much, but, you know, so subdivision to round it out a bit, you know, you can see, it gets really, really thin, so I think, we hop in here, there we go, like, so what is, I'm trying to process what, oh, of course it looks weird, because this one's, yeah, okay, so, okay, yeah, was it, what? No, I don't want to do that, Shift S, cursor selected, we go Shift S, no, it's not the button, no, not that button, I'm going to just right click actually, set origin to 3D cursor, there we go, and now if I just go in here and I just go here and here, and I just rotate this till it's like, what's the, so it's at 0, so it's like, this is our 0 position up down here, that's 90 degrees there, so what I want to do for the rotation is I want to do, oh, so it's 360 divided by 3 is 1/3 of full rotation, right? And then we want to go, like, oh, we want to flip it, so minus 180, and that should chuck it in the right spot, theoretically, anyway. Theoretically, it, in theory, but you know, when has theory ever helped us? So this is what's, like, presumably it's got to be even spacing, right? So okay, I go here, and then I want to turn it 120 degrees, so minus 120. There we go, that's more like it. Yeah, that's more like it, there we go, okay. So now I'm just gonna rejig this from my camera view, so it looks kind of more like what it's supposed to be. So let's just take all that, move it up, turn this off probably. Go, yeah, vertex mode. And then I'm just going to take each of these sets of vertices, just kind of move them, trying to keep them. I was going to be, is there a way I can constrain it onto that plane? I'm not really sure there is, it's a little bit annoying. So if I go here, do they got some funky buttons they're given for us? Create base attributes. Nope, that's not it. Topology hierarchy connected small edges. Okay, so what I would like to be able to do is have Blender, like when I move around the vertices, just make sure it stays constrained in the plane of this leg. That's probably pretty complicated. I mean, even if I had this going across the x-axis there and I moved the camera, what would that could work? Oh wait, can I go G shift Y? There you go. If I go local transforms, that works. That'll just be a lot of button mashes. Ah well, we'll be fine. We'll survive. G. Wait, what is this circle? Just give me back to that box. There you go. Oh, I want that. We'll just keep going. That. Move that to match there. I'm just kind of matching up the bottom mostly. And then just hoping that the kind of the top does its own thing, and then we'll just tweak the top so that it kind of looks how I want it. I'll just take this whole thing. Oh wait, I don't remember if I did this. I'm gonna make sure to keep it in the right space, otherwise I'm gonna move the camera view and it's gonna look totally busted, and then we're gonna have to fix up a bunch of stuff, and that would be sad. I don't like fixing up a bunch of stuff later. That's boring and lame. I'll just get it roughly where we want it, and I'll just go in and tweak. It's not just about being like we're not trying to be perfect, not trying to be perfectly accurate to the source material here. I also just want to make it like look nice, so let's see how that looks. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty solid. And if I take this and kind of actually put these to reasonable settings, and if I can I? Is there a way to make this like go out both sides? That'd be really nice. Like, okay. Oh, you. Nope. Yes, look at that. Let's go. The Blender developers have given it to us. Look at that beauty. Cool. And if I chuck a subdivision on there, oh, and I stop hiding it. There we go. Pretty good. Nope, that's not what I do with things. I want to crease, edge crease, shifty. It's not really helping. Is that looking any better? I suppose so. Well, that'll do everything. No, not that much. What if instead of doing a subdivision, I do a bevel? Because presumably that will have like the same kind of, it'll add roughly the same amount of geometry. So if I just chuck that on, and also just make sure we're gonna make sure our scale is applied. Oh no, okay, so I'll save and maybe save a version, save an increment. Let's go. Cool. Apply transformation. Not the original body one. Control A. Hey, here we go. Okay, we want it for scale. Rotation as well. Not just scale. Oh, there we go. Ah, look at that. Oh, it must have made our solidify modifier, the units it's operating in, different. That's all good. We'll probably bring those in. It'll be like below it. Yeah, I think so. What I normally do is change this, because like if you do loop slide, basically it does it proportionally to like the size of the surfaces, and if you turn that off, it does it as just like an absolute distance. So it means all the chamfers are the same sort of like size, which I think is nicer. Oh, it's looking a bit thin down the bottom here. Let's especially this one, certainly these two. Just give it a little tweaks, and boom. I think that's pretty good, if I do say so myself. Yeah, lovely. Maybe take that bevel back a little bit. Oh wow, it's very touchy. It's all in like meters units, so it's like whoop, you like move it like a 0.0001, and it's like that's like a significant amount, because you know we're working here at the kind of the millimeter scale, um, which is perfectly acceptable, obviously, but like yeah, you can change your units and all that, but sometimes it's yeah, we'll let bugger it all up. Let's have a look. Should be fine, right? Centimeters, millimeters, mils. Pretend we're CAD software. But I mean, then we should go, yeah, 2 mil. Yeah, slightly more controlage now. Yeah, nice. Oh, I can, since this is on the inside, I can, oh, yeah, right. I wonder if that'll work. Let's have a look. Edges. Will it have a hissy fit? Yup. That's not happy. That's an unhappy blender right there. Alrighty. What if we just say, can we just take this and go like, don't bevel it, at least. Or maybe we just like, sort of, you know, make, like, apply the solidify and then we just call it a day, you know. Oh, I'll take that subdiv out of there, because it's gonna root me when we export. it's gonna get me when we export, for sure. Alrighty. Once we have that done, we can go take that and we can do an array. And we don't want to move it. Can we? I don't know why they don't still have a option to do the rotation. To do the rotation, you need to I think the only option at the moment is to just like yeah, make a, like, it works fine, but it's just like extra steps, I guess. You just add like an empty object and you just give it a reasonable, just for like visualization. So we're like 10 mil, maybe 50 mil. Sure. Okay, so then you just take this and you take this and you go, okay, you are the like, oh, symmetry, or what, yeah, that, and then like array. Cool. And then we just take this and we go turn this off. We click on this and it's gonna do something like that. and it'll stick to there. Alrighty, and then we want the 3. Good. Oh, okay. This, and then I'm just gonna take this and go section to cursor. Okay, so now they'll all be on the same, like, sort of level position, and that should be. Why is it? Oh, that triggers me so bad, man. Oh, that's not nice. Okay, so let's set the cursor to grid. Oh, okay, now let's. Oh, no. Cursor to select. Ah, cursor to selected, and then I'm just gonna go under. I think it is here, and I'm just gonna take the cursor and make that in the middle of the world, so I can finally make the wrongs right. I'll set origin to 3D cursor here, so now the center of this object is gonna be at the right spot, and then I'll just take this and also move it to there. And now, if I rotate this Z by 120, nope, that's not working. Cool. I was just checking if there's any. Nope, there's no chat messages. All goods. This is confusing. This is okay. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. Like, it's done what I wanted, but I don't really know why. Like, I was expecting to have to like rotate it. Like, maybe like if I go apply rotation, I was expecting to have to like turn out 120 to get the angle I wanted. But it seems to be chill like that. I guess that's good. I don't really know. We'll probably leave that for now. Legs are looking mighty fine. Okay. I'll probably get rid of those inside faces. So to do that, what I'll have to do is well, first off, I'll make a backup copy of this. So my usual practice for that is to make a collection called backup, and then you can just uncheck this check mark here, and it basically disappears from existence. But it's saved in your file. So if you ever go, gosh darn, I want to go change all these things about the leg later, and you can just pull up the original version that doesn't have all your modifiers applied, and you can just go off that instead of having to dig up an older file or like rework a bunch of things more manually, which is we always want to avoid. Nobody wants that manual work. Okay, so I'll apply solidify, and then we'll just go into here, go to face select mode, and just delete that face. Ooh, what's going up? Oh, that's just the thing. That's all good. Okay. So we're deleting the face I'm deleting this face on the inside here because, obviously the player will never see this, and it's just another face to render. And also when I add the bevels and all that, that multiplies the number of faces there as well. So yeah, just saves. There's just no point having it. Okay, I'm gonna go here, and I'll just fill that in for now. We might make it a bit nicer later, but that will do the job. Just dandy for now. Yup, cool. And let's go shade auto smooth. It's not busted. It's not, well, there we go. That's better. Let's change it to 3, 2. There we go. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Let's do the same on here. Turn it up a little bit just because we, can. It should be all goods, but yeah. I just had to turn it up a little bit on here because there's only 12 faces. And that's right on the edge of the threshold between what is a smooth face and what is like a continuous surface and what is like a break, like a sharp edge. But yeah, all our sharp edges are 90 degrees here, like between all these things. So it was easy enough just to turn up that threshold. Oh. My number pad was off. I thought I was typing the whole time. But yeah, it only had to be like very slightly above 30 for it to actually do something. Yeah, which is real nice. It's handy. Cool. I do wonder what this actually does under the hood, but anyways. Shade smooth. Bevel. Maybe round it out a little bit more. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. That looks nice. Okay. A little bit. Nah, no, we're not going to worry about that. Alrighty. So, we have done the legs. Now, how far are we into this? About an hour into this. We've done the legs and the tables. Oh, I've got 2 copies of it, so that's confusing. That's better. Okay, so now main things are to manufacture one of these arms and try to think of like the best way to do it so that I can reuse all my work without I'd like to avoid, like when I scale it down, like I'd like to, I don't know, let's look at these pipes. Oh, actually no, the pipes definitely get, you can see the pipes definitely get like thinner for the shorter one. So actually I think it'll work perfect if I just model one kind of normally and just scale it down. I think it'll work. That'll work perfect, yeah. I'm not going to worry about the factoids or the details like that, crafts people, don't have an infinite different numbers of tube sizes, and also, oh my god, what a pain would that be if you like you went to repair this thing and it's like, oh yes, no, we need the .02 slight smaller pipe size for this particular one, and then you need a .02 larger one for the next one up, and so on and so forth. That would be, oh my god, that would be horrible. But anyway, so what do I just try extend this shaft up, or probably a just move that at least up to like here. Do we want to go any further up? I'll pull it up like here. Sure. Oh, actually, kind of use this as a reference point for like starting our modeling. Does that look about the middle? That looks about the middle to me. We're going to solid mode. Does it look about the middle? Yep, that looks good. Okay, so I'll take this cursor to selected. And we'll just kind of repeat roughly what we've been doing this whole time. We just add another cylinder. Ooh. Nah, we don't. We actually, yeah, we kind of. I think this is probably the wrong way to go about this, but we're just like experimenting for goofs. Um, yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's shrink that down first. We shrink that down a bunch. Shrink that again. Yeah, see, it's just completely different. It's like a brushed, well, it's like a cylinder. Yeah, right. So, not gonna work this. That's all good. We tried something, and it failed. Add a cylinder. Make that smaller. Make it taller. Yeah, everything's got circles on it. Everything's concentric on this, so it's quite nice. I can just keep reusing my settings, adding the cylinders. We take the polys way down on this. This 8. Oh, not 80. 8. Okay, we're just gonna check how that looks. Oh, 12 maybe. Yeah, we'll match. We'll definitely, yeah, at least match the middle bit. What polys are we sitting at right now? Faces 330. And if we convert that to tries, oosh, 750. I mean, this is our hero asset, remember? So go a little bit crazy with the detail. That's the goal. Go a little bit mad. Okay. Then we just want to match up these edges. Bam. That looks cool. Okay, so I'm gonna... Wait, is that actually a... That's actually flat, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, chuck the cursor there. That's a bit rude. Alrighty, so, yep, take that, and then add another cylinder. And this is gonna be our stem. So, nothing in the ends. Oh, we probably could have done that with this one as well, but that's easy to fix later. Well, yeah, pretty soon. And also our XY axis, so we wanna... Oh, right, it's not rotated. I was like, why is it moved or whatever? No, it's not. What's the transform with this? Why is it not on the center line? How is this so hard? Is this on the center line? Okay, this is driving me up the wall, boy. This chat, oh gosh. How do I end up with everything just like a few mils off? That's weird. I mean, is there an actual problem? I guess not, but like, why? Why? Let's just take everything that's not already parented. It's just triggering me, guys. Why is it? Make that 0. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In fact, actually, if these are sitting on the ground, I can just take this let's just, oh no, medium point, scale Z, 0, and then we're going to go to the item, we're just going to make that 0, what the heck? Oh, global, we want global, and just make that touch the ground, and there we go. Now if we go, oh, go front, that should be perfectly sitting on the ground, and if I take this, let's give it a name, RE, nope, and we'll just go Shift S, cursor to world origin, and then we're just going to take this and set the origin to 3D cursor, because I want the center of our object to be on the ground, so that when you place this down, the feet sit perfectly on the table, and usually the origin point is what the software will snap to, not the, it doesn't look at the actual geometry. So having that in the right spot means that it'll be real easy when you hop into like Maya, Unity, Blender, whatever, or like Unity and Blender, not Unity, it's going in Unity, or Unreal as well, or even if you're using it in like the asset browser here in Blender, which like snaps it to things, when you drag it out, that origin point will determine like how it sits on things, so it'll just be perfectly sitting on a table, which is good because I don't want to fiddle with that, you know, every time you're building out a scene. Back to what we were doing. Probably this doesn't need to be. Cut that out. Okay. What was I doing? Is that 0? No, it's obviously not 0, but make that. Oh, we'll just make that 0. It's not going to make a visible difference, and it will make me happy. Oh yeah, we'll delete that and do it again, because we need to reduce the poly count. Oh no. Back to here, no. Selected. And add a cylinder. Oh, I should on the, you know what I should put on the, I'm recording this, let's go, screen, no, it's on the online run, isn't it, yeah. Screencast keys, let's go, whoever made this, thank you. Nutty, thanks Nutty. Alrighty, let me just go here and turn that on. Boom, you see what I'm doing. Oh no, we're good, we've still got it, okay. So we'll rotate it. -y. -90. Like just a standard length, and then I'll adjust it. Go like just an uneven number, so it doesn't look obviously like it's a doesn't look like an octagon or whatever, you know. Yeah, 7 should be good enough. Especially since I'm going to be making it thinner. Try and match that up, so it's kind of halfway there. Do the thing again. Sorry, I'm just moving this so that it lines up with this one, because this one's nice and straight onto the camera. So that'll make it real easy to match everything up. So we'll just do what we did again. Minus 90. I'm just gonna have it at like this kind of distance, so it's just easy to move it in edit mode if it's a nice simple sort of size like that. I'm just going to keep it right in the middle, but I want to make sure it is the right diameter. I think that's close enough, is it? Oh, very touchy. Like this is with the precision adjustment mode. I'm holding down shift and it like, yeah. Let's go 3.5. Sure. That sounds good. Well, it looks good anyway, so it doesn't make sound. We'll just go. Yeah. I'll apply that rotation. Not actually a reason to do local mode. I mean, like it doesn't hurt, but like also no, like it won't affect anything to do the like local transform by pressing G twice. Anyways, we can keep nice and low poly by literally just using one polygon, like one set of polygons. I don't know if this is like a bad practice. We might slice it up. Give it at least a couple slices, maybe. But good old poly modeling. Okay. And then what we just, I think is if I remember correctly, if I go here, and then, oh no, let's move it so it's on that joint there. Go Shift S, cursor to select, and then what I can do is I can move this upwards. Oh no, that's very touchy. Wow. Oh, down. Okay, so we'll go 390. I mean, honestly, that looks pretty good actually. Oh, so imagine that's gonna basically, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have it, well, let's just try it and see what it does. I do not want to do it that way. Let's not use that tool, let's use the but we'll do 90 degrees and we'll do way less divisions. Let's do like 4, maybe even 3. Is that enough? That should be enough. Wait, why is this so, this is freaking, I think this is correct, but is it? Yeah. It looks weird. But I guess it's correct, for this design. To have it like sticking out like this. Cool. Nice. Now do they, I think most of them seem to have like, for the end of it, they've got like a tube. Like it shrinks a little bit, you see? Like it gets a little bit smaller on quite a few of these. So I'm wondering if maybe I should do that. Don't really want to like make a dozen unique, like I just want to copy paste for most of it, or make heaps of unique ones. Easy to extrude upwards. Now we're gonna match that height. Or just like go the whole way. We'll just pretend. We'll just be like, Alan's the the cheap artery. It doesn't have the satellites. Oh, we could do moons maybe. but like we'll add it on later, I reckon. So maybe I'll like make a little part, so just like this, like what I'm doing right now. Actually, come to think of it, I could literally copy what I'm making right now, slap it on there, and just like adjust the scale of things a bit, and you'd have the moons. That could be cool. Might give that a go. At least once we get these going. Yeah, yeah, okay. And also, can we get some naming up in this biz? And then yeah, I'll just put in the why is it C supposed to be downwards? Oh, it is. We were just looking at it, right? Okay. Oh wait, is our whole thing wonked because I was looking at it from it? Oh, it is kind of, isn't it? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, let's get that undone. Front view. Put our image back on, and oh, I didn't even notice that. There's a little indent there. Maybe is that? Should I do that? Where should I try? I don't want to change the spot of that for every single one. So, Oh, I mean, no, I reckon just have it on this last bit here, and then maybe I can adjust that. Okay, let's do our spin again, but not busted. Thank goodness I noticed that before it got a verse. Yeah, let's see. That's more like it. Okay. 1. And then I'm just gonna extrude it upwards. Z. And I'm just gonna go here and inset a little bit. Oh no, there's no face there, so of course it didn't work. Yeah, of course. Okay. In that case, we'll just E scale. Just make sure it looks reasonable enough, and then I'll just extrude it the rest of the way. And then basically my idea is like, basically I'll be able to sort of move this up and down for each arm, and it'll just be a little thing which like makes it look like it's not just lots of copies of exactly the same thing. Gives it a little bit more realism, I guess. Yeah. Mean. Texturing might be interesting for this model. And when I say interesting, I mean like, I mean most of it should be pretty easy. It'll just be like, along with a lot of the other gear in my museum, they all got like markings and inscriptions on that, and I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of illustration or something to go on here, which is a whole job on its own. How far are we? We're minute hour 20 in, I think, to the stream. So we've got the one model done. So that's cool. Um, well, I mean, not done. We're working on it. So, what? Oh, no. I'm just operating YouTube on the side here. See, we've got lots of viewers. That's cool. Where is what do I? Okay. Probably. Ooh. Okay, I'll grab some water. We'll bring this back up. I'll just chuck this on the second monitor so I can keep the reference up. I mean, I don't really. Like, it's got everything I need there in this one, but, anyway. back. Oh yeah, got some water. Done all that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we're doing like this live streaming. It's pretty nice. I mean, I was like, I was kind of like recording my work anyways, because we need it for we usually need it for like behind the scenes content and stuff like that. Anyways, so uh, yeah, just doing it like live streaming. You know, it means YouTube storing it for me. Nice, handy. I don't have to store it on my hard drive, and also, you know, get a little peek into what's going on. Fun stuff I'm making. Alrighty. Yeah, that I mean, that does it look right from here though? It looks roughly right? Oh, we probably do need it to be a bit thicker, to be fair. Oh yeah, we don't want that like that. Okay. I almost feel like I zoom in more and I like get less detail. It's amazing. This seems like it's quite a ways off, doesn't it? Like it touching on this side and then there's like all the space on this side on the image. Is there anything I can do about that? Maybe, because presumably this photo wouldn't have been taken like perfectly straight on. Like, so I'm just gonna try fiddle with the camera transform a bit till it kind of lines up a bit more. Keep it. Oh nope. So just rolling the camera. I'm just gonna turn it until that's like level, maybe? Maybe that's right? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh gosh, that's way off. My efforts are futile. Maybe, maybe we just like, cause I definitely wanna keep this like in the middle, like here about that more than like having, like I want to make the image line up with the model, not the other way around. If you get what I mean. So maybe what I'll do, maybe we'll just duplicate this, and then we'll just switch cameras. How do you do that? There's a hotkey for it. There's also the search, which is like, you know, okay. There we go, and now I can. Cool. So now I can move that around, and we get. So I'll just tweak this till it like kind of is concentric. X. There we go. And I just want to make it so this lines up. I'm probably not gonna bother trying to fix this. Like that's not perfectly lining up because that's got more to do with like the exact perspective and stuff. And unless I go in and you know try dial in the exact perspective that the photo is taken at, which we're not even using a perspective camera, right? We're using an orthographic. So it's not gonna, like, maybe if I did that, that would match up better. Ah, it does kind of. Huh. But you know, I kind of wanted to avoid using perspective just because, like, then you also have the problem of like the difference between being close to an object and wide lens and like far away from an object and zoomed in lens, and you got to find the exact balance between those, otherwise nothing will line up, and it's really annoying. But it seems to work alright in this setup, so maybe we'll go with that. See, this is why I didn't want. Okay, we're not trying to like make it. I'm not trying to like make it exactly the same as the real life one. So, um, So, you know, I'm not gonna actually worry about the camera exactly matching up something or other. But anyways, I think I'll take this one and move it like to the bottom. And then maybe a little bit of cheeky geometry nodes just to like array them, but like kind of randomly. That might be cool. That might save a little bit of time. I mean, will it save time? Maybe later it will. Maybe later it'll let me change things down the line. Will it save me time now? I highly doubt it. I'll probably spend more time doing it, but it'll be fun. Um, let's parent that to that. I should start naming these things. Let's not do that yet, actually. I want to make sure this is proper. Actually, yeah, sure, let's chuck that in there. And then let's just look at like this in like the relative proportion. So yeah, actually I'm gonna undo my thing again. We're gonna take that out. No, but that. Okay, so gonna take this L, Shift, and Z, and kind of shrink that a bit. Probably I think it's a little bit smidge too chunky. Oh, it's annoying. That was Control O. No, save. But maybe it's, was it Alt O? No. Yeah, it looks a little bit nicer. What was the... So it's Shift S, no, not Shift. Control P to set parent, it's Alt P. There we go, clear parent and keep transformation. Whoosh! Okay, there we go. So we'll take this, go back to our camera view, and we're just gonna scale that in. And that should be pretty good. Okay, and then I'm just gonna make sure, how about the height? How's that doing? Are we matching the height? Like after that like little bevel goes on there, it's gonna be a little bit different, so I think sure. And then I'll just take this cursor to that thing. I'll take that and I'll go say move it to that. There you go. Boom. And then we'll go here and we'll just take that and parent it. Boom. So now I mean, honestly, actually, I mean, looking at this thing, like, how the heck does all these planets and stuff work? Like, that's pretty mad. I guess they can't be, like, pivoting or whatever, right? There's no way, like, how could you get those up the shaft and, like, through all it, like, that would be crazy. I mean, even just as it is, there's got to be, like, a whole bunch of, like, pipes inside of each other for all different things, and then a bunch of voodoo magic going on down there. I mean, you see a reflection or something. There's like, yeah, you see there's a bunch of gears and stuff down there, which I'm gonna try avoid modeling that if I can. Maybe we'll put like just like a couple big ones under there, just so it's like not empty. But really, that's gonna be the real thing. Is gonna be ridiculously complicated, and I'm not gonna try to replicate that. I mean, I can't even see it in this image, but like, yeah, hell no, hell no. Alrighty. Would it be better to do in geometry nodes? I'm not actually sure now. I'm second guessing myself. Because like, if I did it in geometry nodes, I could kind of, have it scale up itself. But on the other hand, like, these are all based off real planet positions and stuff, so like, you'd probably need some kind of handmade data in there, I guess. I don't know, I'm wondering if I'm setting myself up for a bit of a... Just wondering how much extra effort I'm spending to make the Aura Remaker 2000. I say we probably maybe just don't worry about it. Oh, sorry, not like, what do I say? We want chuck the cursor there. And then I'll go back here, make a planet. We're gonna make a little planet. Oh, we're inside the planet. Make that a reasonable size. Let's go like 3 centimeters. I can actually just match it up with this. Go 1.5. Oh, that's the radius, right? That makes sense. There you go. That's basically it. Job done. But we'll just make a lot less polys because this is gonna chug our PC. Let's go. No way I can do 12. Maybe 12. Well, looks like I just lied, guys. It looks fine. 6. Does that look alright if I hit it with the smooth shading? This is for a game, for like a VR game. If I hit it with the smooth shading, oh, that's like fine, right? That's all good. Maybe you want to like a little bit more, but like, is it vertical detail or like, I think a radial detail's like enough, but maybe a couple more divisions in there, in the like the vertical cursor to that. Cursor there, and then add our UV sphere. Yeah, maybe just like 7. This is like tweaking so hard, but this is really overkill. I don't know, it's like pixel fuckery myself, but hey. Okay. No. Shade smooth. There we go. That's lovely. One more set of polygons. It's perfect. Ah, there you go. We got 1,000 triangles, 474 faces right now. Not too bad. I don't know if I say so myself. It's pretty. I mean, it's fine. Okay. Now. Quiz question. Do we. Can I make it like. Is that. No, still doesn't want to do it. Wow, is that little geometry in it? Let's just go like 75. Why is there not face orientation? I click a thing and you don't show me anything. I don't have any reason to think it's bad, but it should come up with something. Like it should. What? What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know. That's usually supposed to color everything in the scene, and it's not. That works fine. Why not that? That's just weird. Oh, just have it as it is. Shade smooth. I'll probably take this one and go chuck a bevel on there. Oh. Let's go 1 millimeter. 2 millimeter. Ha ha ha. And then we'll just chuck a shade smooth on there. I think this might go too much geometry, so we're just gonna stick with. That would look really nice, but you know, you're not trying to crash the computer. And 164 tryhards, 72 faces for a low disk is a little bit excessive. Already going from like 50 to 108. But I do think it'll look nicer with the edges rounded off. Or maybe if we go shade auto smooth and then set this to like, yeah, the default. There we go. That's more like it. So I just want these individual edges. It'll be like chamfers, where it's like, yeah, like chamfers or whatever, where it's like the individual sides are like flat. Oh, where I want this like, I don't want it to be like solid air, I want it to be like kind of hollow. Oh, is that something? Nah, I think it's actually better to leave it like this. Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise be adding more topology than what we got. And that would be a bit silly. Alrighty. Well, time to just copy him. And probably make sure everything's got a name, because It deserves a name. Feed. What's this? Oh, sphere. Axis, planet. Whoa. It's stuck onto the arm. Just stuck onto the thing. So if we take this, look! The planets are spinning! Oh, that's pretty sick. That's nice. We are a better part of a couple hours in. Okay. So now, question of the day. How do we make the rest of them? So should it all be like one object, or? Sorry, I just yanked my headphone cord. Anyway. Big questions. The dilemma. If I duplicate this as like a whole thing. Yeah, that might work best. Just to like copy as a button. Yeah, okay. So have everything as one object. Because they're all separate like shells. So I'll be able to select them later and apply their own things to them. But like right now, I can just like they'll be one thing. It'll be a lot easier to kind of manage. And then if I want extra planets, that can be like an extra object that gets slapped on. Okay, and then I think I'll just, I'll shrink everything, and then that's a bit shonky. Ah, yeah. Anyway, stop worrying about it so much. Let's go 23. Sure. And fun thing in Blender, you can just go Shift R, Shift R, Shift R. Just count the number we got. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, think back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Six. No. Try it again. 23, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And then I'll take all of these. What can I go? We just hide everything except for the planet arms so that we don't affect them. And I'll just, with my proportional thingymabob on. Damn, they're getting tiny. Let's choose a different curve, maybe linear. So I definitely don't want the last one in the chain to be doing anything much. Let's try it again. Just making sure we're following. Nope. So I'm just trying to get the distances about right. So I think that one. Let's chuck our cursor in there. Add a cylinder. What? Yeah, right. This. Now turn off that, just so we don't accidentally screw things up. And gonna make it the right. Wait. Add our cylinder. Increase our radius so it kind of matches the diameter there. Increase our depth so it's just like nice and long. It'll get cut. It'll be inside objects on both ends, so it doesn't matter. I'll make this roughly like where I want the sun to be, and then we'll slap the cursor over there now. We'll add another sphere, mesh, UV sphere, and we'll make it a bit of a fancier one because we're going to make it a bit bigger as well. Okay, we're just going to match the sizes. Eyeballing it gets you a lot of the way there. Yeah, and boom. Now I'll take this. Guess what? I don't want it to do that. So can we lock this maybe? That'd be nice. Lock a transformation on it. Nope. 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 Effect only origins, locations, parents. Oh, that's cool. Oh, if you didn't know, if you click on these little tool thingy in your object mode, you can have it so it only moves origins, moves locations of the object, so you can like scale a bunch of objects and the individual objects won't change size. So I take like, you know, everything here and do this, and they'll move away from each other like you're scaling them, but they won't, the actual objects won't change size. And origins. What? P added, you doing the same thing? I don't know what's going on there. But anyway. You should be able to take like this. Ah, because proportional editing's on. Normally, yeah, you go. You can just take the origin of an object and put it literally wherever you want, which is pretty cool. It's the thing that I quite like in Maya is like you can, like the way I've normally done the origins is you put you position the 3D cursor somewhere and then you tell it to put the pivot there, like the origin of the object there. But it's a bit nicer being able to just like go take the pivot and stick it, like you can use the vertex snapping or whatever, and you can tell it literally just like snap exactly where you want. So that's quite nice. Anyways, oh, this and this should not be here. It should be in the very descriptively named collection. Sun, stem, and sun. And this is gonna go here, and we'll take this and drop this under. Yeah. And that's us. Okay, we'll go back. Just like capture in my brain where that is. And we'll hide this so we don't accidentally scale everything else. We can tweak it a little bit afterwards, but needs to go in a little bit more than that. Oh, wait, I don't need to keep changing it. I can put this in here like that. And then I can literally just go through these. And it's got random. Nice. It's not what I want, but you know, it's nice to have every option on there. Why are half of them gone? Or at least look like they're gone. Oh, and now my options are gone. Up there. There-ish. Oh no, it makes our planets tiny. Oh, the planets are tiny, so checkmate. Alrighty. Oh, wait, I see what's happening. It's pulling it up towards there. if I go individual origins? That's more like it. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, baby. Let's make sure these discs are kind of the right size. I just realised, but what if I put a tube out the bottom of this circle, and then they'll all connect together like they do in the real model? That would be neat. Bye. Oh, let's increment our file. At least, you know, theoretically I still got it. Okay. Let's insert that bastard. Nope, we got no image. Oh, that's because the camera doesn't exist. That's right. Classic. So that is going to be there. Probably do want a bit more than just vibes for this one, because it's gonna be a little bit locked in once I put this in. What is going on? Okay. I was looking through something else. Let's chuck that out there. Make it bigger than the thing. There we go, that should be plenty. And I'm gonna limit the beveling to these two edge loops for a text group. And we'll just make sure it's select properly. Cool. And then thing. Okay, vertex group. Let's say this one. This one, officer. We tweak that because, you know, now stuff has changed and now it wants to, you know, be its own thing. Oh. Oh. Wait, why does it? Oh. Yeah, that sucks. Dilemma. Vertex. Oh. Edge bevel waves. Oh. Oh my god. The Lord of the Blender has answered and we get that. Oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. That is not something I really knew that existed before. Now I do, and I'm very happy. That is wonderful. Okay. Oh, we can... Yeah, face select, get rid of this one, because you know no one's going to be seeing it, and no wasteful faces here in Nathan's little model shop. Alrighty, are we finally ready? Finally ready to actually make it happen. Okay. See, move that up by the amount. 22 mil. Is that a good get? That's plenty of get. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then scale up, and then we want to get rid of stuff we don't want to scale. Yeah. How do we fix this? I don't want the discs to get shorter. If I scale shift Z and I do this, you know, the disc is fine, but the arm is a bit busted. I think I'll get it so see now my planet's not a circle anymore. God's sakes. Okay, what if I take this and go, you know, that. Select those two and break them off into a separate model again. And it'd be like, this is the well, that's the actual arm. This is the rotor, so I chuck that under there. Can I select both of these? Go Shift D, Z, 22 mil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we take this. Lucky. Select those. Like this. Okay, select those. Do this. And go over here and say we're only scaling the parents, so we're not scaling the planets. And I just want this one. Well, that's not doing anything, is it? Transform the parent, leaving the children in place. Maybe if I were to turn this off. Yeah, see, it works fine without proportional editing. Proportional editing doesn't like that, so... Okay. Okay, we just take all of these. Alt P. Clear parent. Nope. Alt clear parent. Keep transform. Then we go here. We'd send these back to the main collection, I guess. I just want to scale these. Does it work if I just hide them? We'll just scale Shift Z. That looks pretty good. honest. Yeah, looking is good. Okay. Let me take these. Unhide all of those and boom! Boom, look at that. Lovely. Cool. And then I think I just take each of these and I just go edit mode and just adjust the length of each of the things until they're what I'm at after. Oh, 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 maybe time to take a break. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, might be a good time to take a break. I think we're like almost there with the modeling, just all of the fiddling around with this, but like, I mean, you see, look at that. We started from nothing. And now we got that. That's pretty mean. Smooth. 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 Boom. Yeah, loving it. Look at that. Alrighty. How long are we gonna go? Right, I'm gonna have some lunch. Lol, 3:40. Yeah. Sweet as. Might hop back on later. When I'm doing the rest of this. But